Welcome into Dodge City, Kansas at the United Wireless Arena. We have the Amarillo Bombers, the away team, here tonight against the Kansas Bandits. We're just getting here in time. We're coming to you live for player introductions. The Amarillo Bombers taking the field now. Amarillo Bombers come in 7-2 on the season. They're in first place in the Midwest, the M2 Conference, and as we start to get into playoff push time, these games become more and more important. Now, every team in this conference plays each other 3 times, 2 home and 1 away, or 2 away and 1 home. It's a little bit unbalanced, but everybody has the same amount of home and away games. The Bandits have visited the Bombers twice this season. Losses in both matches, both games close, one at halftime tied, one even into the third, from third going into fourth, but the Bandits and their veteran group just with enough strength and composure to separate and come out with all 3 points in both of those matches. The reason we say all 3 points is, of course, 3 points is a win and 0 points is a loss, but in Major Arena Soccer League, you only get 2 points for a win in overtime. The team that loses in overtime gets 1 point for taking the game to overtime. Both of those matches, the Bandits have collected 3 points, giving them a total of 6 points in the series, and now 21 points on the season. Some games in hand for the second place team in the conference, the Wichita Wings. Wichita 5-2 on the season. Both losses to the Amarillo Bombers. One of the Bombers' losses with 2 losses coming from the Wichita Wings and also coming from the New Mexico Runners. Those 2 teams tied amongst the top of the table, but the Bombers holding the head-to-head 2 wins, 1 loss against the Wichita Wings. So the Wings really need the Bombers to drop some points. But more importantly, it looks like as the tables start to take shape here, you know, what's going on in the north is every team has to play each other amongst the top of the table. It looks like the wild card, if the Wichita Wings and Bombers both win out, very well is going to come from this conference right here in the Midwest Conference. The winner of the West, winner of the East, winner of the Midwest, followed by a wild card team across the entire league. The Wichita Wings right now in that place, they stand to hold their own destiny in their hands. But right now, the Wichita Wings are at the New Mexico Runners and find themselves in that match.
Number 6,
level on last check, and we're checking now. The Runners actually up 6-5 at halftime. Going into half there, 6-5, New Mexico leading the Wichita Wings. So Wichita reeling just a bit, needing to find a win on the road in order to keep their playoff hopes alive without any more games head-to-head against the Amarillo Bombers. Bombers need to stay on track by getting a win here tonight at the United Wireless Arena against the first-year inaugural season of the Kansas Bandits. The Bandits wearing green with royal blue shorts and green socks. Bombers to our left, white jerseys, black shorts, black socks. Tonight, suiting up for the Amarillo Bombers is number 1, Casey Baker, number 4, Sam Webb, number 6, Miguel Reyes, number 7, Fredo Chavez, number 9, Abel Olivas, number 11, David Treviso, number 12, Rich Herrera, number 14, Darius Goodell, number 15, Jorge Gonzalez, number 16, Miguel Sanchez, number 17, Julio Molina, number 18, Kevin Alvarez, number 21, Alan Venezuela, number 26, Miguel Sanchez, and wearing number 99, Jaime Carrillo. That's your Amarillo Bombers away team roster today as the Bandits finish up getting announced here. The Bandits missing some players as well tonight. Erwin Macias, Brian Moronis, Alaman, and Dominic Zuniga, among others that have played in this first season for the Kansas Bandits, but dealing with some injuries. The Bandits will dress a limited roster. We'll be right back after the national anthem.
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the
The wonderful voice of Rigo Valverde killing it here at the United Wireless Arena for the Kansas Bandits, and we appreciate your time there and your voice, sir. Much better than just playing the national anthem audio that becomes standard in some venues, and we appreciate that. Well done to Rigo. Both teams huddling up, and we're ready to start this match. We mentioned amongst the top of the standings, the Wichita Wings trail at halftime 6-5 at the New Mexico Runners, while Amarillo just needs to take care of business. They truly control their own destiny. Win out, and you advance to the Final Four of the MASL2 playoffs. Chihuahua Savage actually leads the West with 7 wins and 1 loss, collecting all points. Chihuahua right now 2 games clear of the RGV Barracudas, 3 games clear of the Empire Jets, and so forth as you go through Club Deportivo, San Diego Soccer's Turlock Express as well. Underneath the Wichita Wings in 3rd place is the New Mexico Runners in the Midwest, followed by your Kansas Bandits. Here we are today. And then Colorado Inferno is bringing up the bottom of the table right now, but Colorado comes to Kansas Bandits tomorrow for a 2-game doubleheader. We'll be right back with you right here from United Wireless Arena tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. In the North, the Iowa Demon Hawks currently lead 6 wins, 2 losses, and 1 overtime game where they did pull out a victory in overtime. Iowa Raptors, however, they also have 2 overtime. The Demon Hawks lost in overtime while the Raptors beat them in overtime and collected the 2 points. They're actually a couple games clear right now of the Iowa Raptors, but still have a head-to-head competition coming later in the season. Rochester Lancers, big win last night against the Iowa Demon Hawks, and have a follow-up match going on right now, and we'll try to bring you updates on that as we go through. And at the bottom of the table there in the North is the Muskegon Risers. Well, we're set here. We're underway, ready for kickoff. 15-minute quarters in the Major Arena Soccer League. Ball stops on fouls and out of bounds. We have a veteran referee crew here. Even in the boxes, the 3rd official is Brian Bauer. But on the floor, Brian Otten, lead crew chief with Troy Manzi, and they're underway. It's Isaias Delatorre on the ball, number 3. Freddie Pena lays that one up the field. And Greg Hernandez fouled early. He gets fouled right away by Miguel Reyes. And 4 fouls in any half in Major Arena Soccer League, folks, is a 2-minute penalty. So you'd play short. The other team, you'd be on a penalty kill. The other team would be on a power play. 6 fouls is an ejection from a match. Any combination of 3 cards, 3 blues would equal, or a yellow and 2 blues would equal a red card. In fact, in Wichita, number 11, David Treviso, didn't play his last game at Amarillo because he was serving a red card suspension from the last game on card accumulation in Wichita, where he had 2 yellows and a blue, 2 blues and a yellow card. This free kick taken a little bit, but laid to the side. That's Treviso there, and he nice and easy shapes that ball around Delatorre and to the right of Pena, and that's an early goal off a set piece. Pena really self-inflicted there. 3-line pass. Hits it 3 lines, gives up the restart, and easy as you'd like, David Treviso puts Amarillo up a goal. So we got a goal to Treviso, and that restart was actually taken by Kevin Alvarez. So goal 1-0 Amarillo, Treviso from Alvarez. Alvarez. Bandits now looking to get out in transition. Early in this match, only less than 1 minute into the game, they concede. Happens so often in indoor. This is Valenzuela, and he just stands on the ball, holds it up for Treviso, lays it back to Valenzuela. Bombers look like they want to get a sub, and Alan Valenzuela does so. In comes Herrera. Jaime Carrillo hustling backwards to get the ball there. The Bandits in possession. Pena on the ball. Now he's over the yellow line, so that's not going to be a three-line pass. That three-line pass initially, the reason the restart happened for Amarillo, and a little bit of push in the back there. The referees say play on. Good work from Oliveras. Breaks that play up and kicked back into the air by the Bandits. Bandits on the ball. Bombers giving them a little bit of time, maybe more time than they wanted, and the Bandits now pressing into the offensive third. Shot goes Becking, cleared away by Amarillo. Carrillo after that ball, defended by Isaias De La Torre. Bandits collect. Switched across, very dangerous ball. Good clearance there off the line from Fredo Chavez, and Chavez comes out to defend as the Bandits were pressing a ball down the line, and those are always difficult to deal with for a keeper. But Chavez comes out and does well. That's not an intentional clearance. They're going to play that. They're going to play that from the edge, as it was just a tackle from Chavez and it went out. He did not intentionally play it out. Had he have intentionally played it out south of that yellow line there that you see, it would have been a restart at the top of the box. Foul against Amarillo. It's going to be a top of the box restart. It's Isaias De La Torre to his left, Antonio De La Torre to his right, Andrew De La Torre. Hernandez and Edu down low. Ball goes to Andrew. Shot saved by Chavez. Bandits' first shot on frame that had to be dealt with. Another one there. Great ball in from De La Torre. Isaias De La Torre finds Greg Hernandez on the backside. Hernandez shoots, cleaned up there by Chavez. Chavez already with 2 saves in this game. Amarillo with 1 shot and 1 goal. Bandits 2 shots, 2 saves from the veteran Fredo Chavez. Chavez comes up just north of the yellow line, waiting for Valenzuela to swing the ball side to side, and he does. Chavez looking deep, plays this one long, finds Reyes off the head of Reyes, deep into the corner. Alvidrez on the ground, Pena, De La Torre, now Edu. And Tony De La Torre is going to get out and try to press. Will Valenzuela play Chavez? He hasn't. Goes to the ground easy, but it was a foul against Tony De La Torre. Well played there from Valenzuela. Seems to be quite the veteran from the games that we've seen so far. Very composed, maybe one of the more intelligent players for the Amarillo Bombers, night in and night out. Has scored some important goals for the team, but more importantly, leads the team and runs the team. There's a ball, an assist from Reyes. That's going to be his 11th of the year. He flicks that back and finds Abel Olivas. And only on the second shot of the night that's on frame for the Bandits, or I'm sorry, for the Bombers, number 9, Abel Olivas scores, and he scores off an assist from Miguel Reyes. Miguel Reyes, like I said, now 11th, leading the Bombers in points, up there at the top of the stats table for the MASL, trailing just the New Mexico Runners goal scorer, who's on an absolute tear right now. Otherwise, Miguel Reyes, double digits in goals, double digits in assists, and right there, nice and easy, lays it back for an easy assist to Abel Olivas. Foul against Jaime Carrillo.
Let's turn this around, Bandits.
Well played in from Pena. Crosses midfield with that ball, and errant flick on from the Bandits. Treviso on the ball deep. This is dangerous. Carrillo trying to support. Alvarez trying to support. Treviso recycles this ball, allows Valenzuela to get off the field. Bombers do well with the substitution in the flow play there. Well played from Treviso. He's on the run. He's going to get this ball on the go in behind. And he does. Stood up by the Bandits. Another substitution in possession. They're going to get a run out. This is Diego Oliveras. He's in behind. Tracked well from Rich Herrera. Pushed aside. 3 shots for the Bandits. That one pretty easy to deal with for Fredo Chavez, who's now at 3 saves. Treviso, heel flick to Herrera. Shot blocked away by Antonio Della Torre. Bandits really not playing that bad. They've had one more shot, in fact. They gave up a couple easy goals, and Bombers very opportunistic and controlling the tempo of the game. Well played from Tony Della Torre, but even better defended by the Bombers, who forced them back into pressure. Good positioning from Rich Herrera, just forcing him right back into the support of his teammate. And the Bandits try to relax here and recycle this ball. Lopez, Della Torre, Tony Della Torre.
Strong build up by the Bandits.
Isaias holds the ball with his left foot, looking for a shot on his left. Gonna have one. Shot, goal! Great strike from Isaias Della Torre. 7 minutes left in this quarter. Isaias Della Torre gets to that strong left foot and smashes it home to bring the Bandits back into this game. Great opportunity there for the Bandits to gain a little bit of momentum. Goal, this Della Torre to Della Torre. Goal, Isaias Della Torre. Assist, Tony Della Torre. And with 7 minutes left in this first quarter, both teams with 4 shots, the Bandits find their way back into this game. 2-1 Bombers. We have reached the under 8 timeout. For those of you around the league, whether you're announcers, yes, we've heard you. You need to do a little bit of research. There's an 8-minute timeout. It's an officials and broadcast timeout. We're going to take that now. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
Bandits 1, Amarillo Bombers 2. 4 shots apiece, 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Bandits trying to claw back into this thing. They just scored a goal from Isaias Della Torre. Big left-footed shot. Blows that one by Fredo Chavez. Chavez on the ball. He's at the yellow line. Looks to distribute. Usually from there looks to shoot, but he doesn't. He tries to distribute. One thing, if you watch the Amarillo Bombers, you don't want to let happen, is the Bombers overload you 6-on-5 by bringing up Fredo Chavez as a 6th attacker. And Chavez looks for that left foot right at about that range. Fortunately for the Bandits, he didn't have a go. Restart in. This ball needs to be played. Almost 4 seconds there from Brian Otten. That's going to maybe be a 2-minute penalty. Tackle from behind there against Abel Olivas, and he's playing with fire as he slides in and gets the back foot of Diego Oliveras. Just a regular foul against Olivas, and could have easily seen the referee go to his pockets. Right before the break, made a comment about a lot of guys around the league and announcers wondering what's going on when there's a stoppage and saying there's timeouts. There is not 6 timeouts in a game. Each team has 2 timeouts within a match, but there's 4 guaranteed stoppages. The first guaranteed stoppage moment after the 8-minute mark is new this year, and that is an officials and broadcast timeout. Gives the officials and broadcast and everybody an opportunity to gather themselves. Also allows the player and team 1 guaranteed timeout per quarter. So every quarter, the first guaranteed stoppage under 8 minutes will be taking that broadcast timeout. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first quarter. 2-1 game. Chavez again receiving this ball, bounce side to side. Chavez dribbling up this side, and this is really what the Bandits want. If you're going to have Fredo Chavez on the ball, you want to try to keep him off the left foot as much as possible. He's going to become that 6th attacker. It's something that many teams do to overload numbers. You know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, so let's see if the Bandits can punish them for these mistakes that they may make while Fredo Chavez is up. To be honest, from my experience, very seldom do the Bombers get punished for those. Chavez on the ball, bounces it to Valenzuela. Now a left-footed opportunity from Valenzuela. Has a go, strikes off the boards. Olivas misses. Valenzuela back on the ball, and he's going to be patient, as we said before. Easy as you like, he recycles it back. That ball is a call by the referee, says that there was already a touch in possession, and although that there was a shot, the Bandits never regained possession, and Amarillo continued to take it because Amarillo, after the shot from Valenzuela, collected the ball off the boards. Chavez already had it, and he can't touch the ball twice in the same possession in his own half. So if he wanted that ball back, he had to be in the offensive half. Gets it on the other side, touches it, and the Bandits with the restart. Chavez picks one up along the boards, throws to Reyes. Pena off his line. Now De La Torre is going to have to hold it. Andrew De La Torre's under pressure. Referee's in the way. Could be dangerous for the Bandits. Reyes comes out of there with it, and he finds Rich Herrera. Reyes. Treviso probing, looking. Reyes again. That's cleared off the line by Isaias De La Torre. What a block from De La Torre. Tony. Angel De La Cruz to Andrew De La Torre. We have 3 De La Torres. That's Isaias De La Torre laying the ball to Andrew De La Torre. We also have number 10, Tony De La Torre. Folks, that isn't it. There's actually 4 De La Torres on this roster. De La Torres, as I like to call them, the first family of soccer in Dodge City. Dad had a lot of boys. Dad was impactful in the game of soccer here. They all grew up playing. They're all from Southwest Kansas. They're from Dodge City. This is Tony De La Torre on the ball. He just graduated last year from Fort Hays State. This is Andrew De La Torre now, and he's a Park University alumni. Many Kansas City Comets, if you're watching. Many Comets players coming out of Park. The other one, Isaias De La Torre, also Park. Just moved back from Kansas City, spent 8 years coaching there, played with the Barriellos, played in Sunflower, PASL, MASL 3, and has a great working relationship here with the ownership in Dodge City. Andrew De La Torre just picks, screens for Tony. Tony looking to get on his right foot as Miguel Reyes stepping out to defend. Shot blocked away from Reyes, smacked again by De La Torre. Counterattacks on. And smashed in by Jorge Gonzalez. And he meant it. Bandits probing on one end. That old saying in soccer, folks, it's never been more real than in indoor soccer. Fast-paced action. You should have, you should have, you should have. You don't, they do. And goal against the Bandits going the other way. Bandits should have and they didn't, and the Bombers make them pay. Number 15, Jorge Gonzalez. That's going to be an assist coming out on that counterattack. Going to Olivas. Great finish, just above the head of Pena, but just hit so hard. Pena really with no answer for that shot. Jaime Carrillo dribbling, creating. He's found number 17, Julio Molina, on the back post, and that's another goal for the Bombers. That's indoor for you right there. You got to find the second post. Carrillo, patient, pulls the keeper, pulls the defender. One defender to the ground, the other one comes to defend, and you leave the second post open. Have to track your runners in indoor soccer, folks. High scoring, fast paced, a lot of action. You can score those sitters on the back post all day, and that's exactly what happened there for the Amarillo Bombers.
Bandits, let's go. Let's go, Bandits. Let's go. Let's go, Bandits. Let's go. Let's go, Bandits. Let's go.
Decent crowd here tonight from the Bandits. Haven't got a drop rate in, but as you can see, some folks in the stands, and without a doubt, the biggest crowd yet that the Kansas Bandits have had here at the United Wireless Arena. Goal scoring coming from everywhere tonight for the Amarillo Bombers so far. Miguel Reyes able to leave us. Miguel Reyes on an assist, but you got Abel Olivas, Jorge Gonzalez, Kevin Alvarez, and Jaime Carrillo all putting points on the board. 1 minute, 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Bombers lead 4-1. Shot. That comes in from Treviso, and it's saved by Freddie Pena, who tries for a quick counter. Dangerous shot, just goes high. Pena had it covered low, but Bombers elect to go high, and well blocked from Angel De La Cruz, because if he doesn't get a touch on that pass from Treviso, that thing's going to find the second post again, and he's wide open only with Pena left. 3v2 if Diego Oliveras turns. He plays this one long. Lopez on the ball. De La Torre. Sorry, that's 8. Martinez, shot by De La Torre, blocked away by Molina.
Less than a minute left.
Bandits looking for one before the end of the quarter. Counterattack, it's on. 30 seconds left. 3v2 the other way. There's the second post. Shot, kick save by Pena. Molina, a little bit of embellishment down there in the corner after he takes a shot, gets saved by Molina, and he's looking for a foul.
Corner kick for the Bandits.
It's going to be a corner kick down here with just 2.4 seconds left. Probably an opportunity to get one shot off. Plenty of time for that. Can the Bandits capitalize? That ball kicked away by Valenzuela, and we're going to run out of time. That's the end of the first quarter. 8 shots for the Amarillo Bombers, 6 shots for the Kansas Bandits. All in all, 4 goals. Very high percentage right now for the Amarillo Bombers. 4-1. Goals from Olivas, goals from Gonzalez, Alvarez, Carrillo. The 1 Bandits goal from Isaias De La Torre. We're going to switch sides, take a break here for the quarter, and be right back with you.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks. Trade up to a better life.
And we're back into first quarter break here. Bombers leading 4-1 over the Kansas Bandits. These games have been much closer in their prior two, and even at halftime, even after the third and 1 point. Today, shots almost even, 8-6. Bandits shooting significantly lower percentage, but some of these high percentage shots from the Bombers are second post tap-ins. And we're going to update you here as we look into the third quarter in New Mexico. The Wichita Wings trailing 7-6 with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter there in New Mexico at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Again, that's important because the Wichita Wings right now on 2 losses, and so are the Amarillo Bombers here in this Midwest Conference. The Bombers hold the head-to-head against them, but if both teams win out, they'd likely both make the playoffs, with the Wichita Wings getting potentially the wild card. So the Wings with a little bit of work to do there, but they're in that game. And they needed some assistance tonight from the Bandits. Haven't got that so far, but a lot of soccer to be played. Indoor soccer, such a quick, fast-paced game. Things change so quickly. Here's Chavez. He's going to have a go. He smacks that. That goes off the boards. Rolls back to Valenzuela. Olivas kicked away by Tony De La Torre. Out in pressure, Sanchez with the foul. And Abel Olivas happy with that. He steps away, gets in behind as Tony De La Torre, or Andrew De La Torre passes him along. Shot from Valenzuela, saved by Pina. Second post ball. Bandits just missed. Blocked away there by Olivas. Great block. Greg Hernandez trying to find an opening to lay a ball across. Doesn't. Shot blocked by Valenzuela. The 2 Bombers down here, both defending really well. We're going to briefly stop here as 2 guys are down, but shots come firing in.
That time for the Amarillo Bombers.
That first block was Reyes. The second block was Valenzuela. Doesn't look like either one of those are the ones that are down. Abel Olivas is down. He's up now walking it off. We're going to take a media timeout here and take a break, and we'll be right back with you as the training staff is on checking out Amarillo Bombers player.
For 150 years, Dodge City has provided 150 years of adventure. 150 years of excitement. 150 years of culture. Make some history. Celebrate with us. 150 years of Dodge City. The West is just the beginning.
And we're back with you here. That's number 18, Kevin Alvarez. Alvarez was one of the players down, also Abel Olivas behind the play there, shaken up. Out comes Parker Medical, key sponsor for the Amarillo Bombers, and they take a look at their player, and back to the bench he goes to get checked out by the training staff. Coach Chad Webb on the field organizing, and we're ready to get started again. And speaking of Coach Chad Webb, happy birthday to Amarillo Bombers coach Chad Webb. He's celebrating his 49th birthday here in Dodge City. Going to stay the night and spend a little bit of time in Dodge and hit the Boot Hill Casino, hang out with the fellas and some of the staff. Brought his wife with him and have a good time. I may go down there and hang out myself, folks. Anything can happen. The Bandits maybe took that time to recoup between the quarter because now they have the bulk of the ball here as well. Came out and played hard, had a couple shots. Bombers players laying on the ground needing to see training staff, and you know, Bandits now seeing the lion's share of the ball even though it's only 2 minutes in. That's a shot from range for Andrew De La Torre, headed back from Reyes. Well played, Miguel Reyes, and that's going to spark a counterattack as he takes off the other way. Great ball in from Fredo Chavez. Unbelievable ball. And Reyes just with an errant touch. He tries to bring that down, but Chavez has found his run in stride and found his foot. Olivas on the ball. Defended well from Greg Hernandez. I'm sorry, Diego Olivares. Over the head of Reyes. The Bombers will recycle, reconvene, try to get Chavez up a little higher. Chavez steps above the line. That ball clipped in behind to Reyes from Valenzuela. He's running off the backside of Reyes. Reyes doesn't hold it long enough, but he still finds Valenzuela almost. But this ball cleared away from the Bandits, has hit Reyes straight away in his mouth or nose, and certainly shook him up long enough to need a second to gather himself. And he's getting checked out by referee Brian Otten, and Valenzuela's just saying, hey, give me a second to regain composure. That one caught him off guard. And he's going to be okay. Took that one in the nose.
Binkies might work too.
And anytime you need adjusted, it's a great time to talk about Phillips Chiropractic. Phillips Chiropractic, a sponsor and partner with your Kansas Bandits. We thank them for their time. We may need somebody down there to line somebody out here shortly. We'll let them know. If you can contact Phillips Chiropractic, led by Jamie Phillips, lead chiropractor there at their crew. We thank them for their support of the Kansas Bandits. Ball in behind, cleared away by Angel De La Cruz, and that's going to fall just shy of the going over 3 lines, the yellow line. And if you recall, folks, if you weren't watching, 30 seconds into this game, Freddie Pena, goalkeeper for the Kansas Bandits, clears the ball in the air over both yellow lines and the center line, which is a 3-line rule. Can't pass the ball or play it over 3 lines, or you get it at the yellow line on the offensive end. You have to defend that, restart, and after one pass, David Treviso, right off the bat, 30 seconds into this game, punished the Bandits. Bandits get back to 2-1, then a couple unanswered goals so far. Gets us to this 12.5 minutes left in the half, with the Bombers leading. And Bombers starting to settle back in. Diego Olivares up top, denying Chavez. It's going to launch a counterattack. If Olivares can get after him, he does. Shot off the top of the glass, flicked over the top by Olivares. Cross to the second post, but the Bandit's not there. It's going to give Jaime Carrillo an opportunity to get out and look 1v1. He draws both defenders and shares it. The Bandits are going to be patient and see if they can't get a line change in. Almost too many men. You can bring 6 players on as long as a player doesn't get involved, but before the Bandits had completed their substitution, almost off there, and there's another second post ball. That one's Jaime Carrillo. That assist comes off the boot of Julio Molina. Molina to Carrillo. We've got 5-1. 11 minutes, 11 seconds left in the half. Bandits a long way to go here, so they need to start to kind of chip into this and regain some confidence and composure. See if they can get this thing back within a couple goals here before the half. You keep this game stretched out like that, sure, anything can happen, but you're just a goal or so in the second half away from it getting out of hand, and you don't want this thing to be out of hand early on in an indoor match. Isaias De La Torre has a go, blocked away by Reyes. Reyes has something to say to him, puts his hand up as if he was Dikembe Mutombo, shakes his finger. Off the boards from Greg Hernandez. Martinez misses it. And De La Torre, Andrew, comes over to clean that up off Treviso. Martinez, shot, saved by Fredo Chavez. Amarillo sideline asking for a handball there from Pena. Referees say nothing in it. Bandits showing a little bit of patience in the offensive third. Ball in. Mishandled there. Andrew De La Torre calms the team. Now Angel De La Cruz, and the Bandits, they seem to be getting punished for every little thing, but really not playing that bad in this second quarter. They've conceded a goal, so they're 0-1 in the second quarter, but playing much better, much more composed, have clear style of play, have had more shots in the quarter. There's a ball played straight out of bounds from Abel Olivas, and he just misses Alan Valenzuela, as the Bombers had made a very good substitution out the offensive door and had players running forward in numbers. Had that ball got behind, and Abel Olivas just pushes that thing out of play. What a strike from Diego Olivares off the crossbar. Fredo Chavez, all he could do is stick his hand up and hope, and that thing goes right off the bar from Olivares. Jaime Carrillo in behind again. Good save from Pena, and can they kill this moment off? The Bombers have been very opportunistic in these moments, and now they still have 4v4. Shot from Olivas off the top. Pena with a good save. Point blank 1v1 situation against Carrillo. He's doing his part right now. Can the Bandits put one in on the other end and claw their way back into this game? It just starts with one at a time, that's for sure. Chavez finds wide open. Good save there as they tried to find the second post. Finds Jorge Gonzalez absolutely wide open. Quick update of what's going on in New Mexico right now. Into third quarter, New Mexico runners 8, Wichita Wings 7. Wichita over there seemingly with their season on the line. Really need to get back into that game and get a result. Overtime doesn't do much good for them. The Wings are going to have some of a fourth quarter to come back from down 1 and take 3 points out of that game. Meanwhile, here, top of the table as we talk, that thing is almost an own goal. Put back across goal. Big mistake from the Bandits, and he puts it back in off the boards and easily collected there from Julio Molina. That, again, opportunistic, punishes the Bandits in that moment. The other end, the Wichita Wings have tied the game with a goal from Roger Downing, putting him 8-8. Here in Dodge City at the United Wireless Arena, we're going to take a media timeout, the under 8 timeout. We'll be right back with you.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
And we're back. Second quarter action underway here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas. Beautiful arena, beautiful town, connected here to the Boot Hill Casino and the Hampton Inn Suites. Great place to watch a soccer match, and here in the early years, in the first inaugural year for this Kansas Bandits team, a lot of good things happening. Nothing more important than just getting a crowd out here, and you see that tonight. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the half, but Bandits, great crowd coming out to watch them tonight. Not the greatest performance from the boys. Down 6-1, Bombers jumping on every opportunity. 2 or 3 of these self-inflicted. Greg Hernandez now gets in, gets a shot, and that one blocked away. Bandits just need to find the net and really need to see if they can cut into this lead just a little bit at a time. We said that a little bit ago, and one more goal scored by the Bombers on another mistake from the Bandits. 7 minutes, 17 seconds left in the half. Fredo Chavez plays a great ball deep into the corner, collected by Reyes, and that's going to be a foul against Reyes, but they let it play on. Referee says go ahead. Dangerous tackle, though, against Andrew Delatorre from behind. Shot from Greg Hernandez, easy for Fredo Chavez to deal with. 10 shots for the Bandits, 11 shots for the Bombers. Bombers just smoking hot, though, from the field. 11 shots on frame, that is. And now Delatorre takes a 2-minute penalty here as Miguel Reyes blowing kisses to the fans. He's been Dikembe Mutombo, blowing kisses, talking this, that. Really got Andrew Delatorre in a bad situation where Delatorre ultimately did not need to commit that foul because everybody was watching him. He was fouled from behind. They gave advantage and just can't do that behind the play. The referees are always watching for that next foul. Bandits now on a penalty kill. Valenzuela shot early. Treviso flicks it back. Lot to do here for the Bandits. 2-minute penalty for something behind the play here against Andrew Delatorre, and the boys are a little bit frustrated, but Reyes talking a lot behind the play, tripped Delatorre behind the play. They came back and bumped. Delatorre took a little shot at him, and Reyes went quickly to the ground before blowing kisses and smooching to the crowd. So Bandits fans a little worked up with him down there, but Reyes seems to be putting on a show of his own here tonight, stirring folks up inside the United Wireless Arena. And there he is pressuring Isaias Delatorre. Steps in, kicks that across. Easy goal for Sam Webb on the back post as Reyes pokes it across. And Isaias Delatorre expecting physical contact there from Reyes with all of this mischief going on around him, and instead he doesn't. He sticks his foot around, kicks it just across goal, pokes it away, and Sam Webb, Johnny on the spot, if you will, Coach Chad Webb's son, in fact, scores a goal there. Assist by Reyes, and he continues to add to his season tally. The Bandits players getting a little bit frustrated, but running away from each other, and that penalty really a mistake. We talked about the Bandits had been playing pretty well, had given up a couple goals in this quarter where both off mistakes, but the flow of play, the run of play was not at all in the Bombers' favor. Bombers opportunistic, had scored 2 goals, and then that bad 2-minute penalty from behind getting into Reyes was Andrew Delatorre, and then the Bandits pay for that shorthanded moment, not able to kill the power play.
Foul on the Bandits. Less than 5 minutes.
A foul there against Able to leave us.
Halftime entertainment brought to you by Diamond Dancers.
4 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Bandits find themselves in unfamiliar territory in Reeling. Ball played off the boards by Andrew Della Torre. Angel De La Cruz can't get to it. Treviso out the other way. Pena comes off his line, makes a save 1v1 against Treviso. And Treviso, to be honest, kind of opted out of that as Pena coming out pretty hard. And you can't blame him. You don't want to ever get your foot stuck in the ground against the goalkeeper, and certainly not in a 7-1 indoor soccer game in the first quarter, or in the first half, sorry. A good save there. Great save 1v1 from Pena, and he's had a few. This score line would tend to make you think the keeper hasn't saved anything. He's only saved half of them, but the ones that he's saved have been difficult. There's been a lot of tap-ins on the backside across Pena and second-chance opportunities. And the Bandits taking poor looks in the last couple possessions. De La Cruz goes to the ground to slide. Dangerous tackle in behind Treviso. Treviso, a little bit of embellishment. Doesn't get a call. The referees say no. Flicked over the top by Isaias De La Torre. They're going to get out and run. Chavez finds Treviso on a counterattack. Can Treviso get this ball on the ground? He hits it first time, cross goal. Looking for a substitution. De La Torre, can he catch him? The ball across catches him right now, and he holds it just long enough for runs to develop for the Bandits. Another ball in. Combining now Tony De La Torre. First time shot, hits it across goal and just misses. That's a better look from the Bandits. These are better looks. Bandits probing, trying to find their way back into this game. Can they get it down? Can they take one goal out of this lead before halftime? Tony to Isaias. Isaias shot, goal! Great strike from Isaias De La Torre. That puts Isaias on 2. He's going to have to continue to look for his shot. It's his second goal of the night. Trying to put the team on his back and wheel him back into this game. It's 12 shots for the Bandits, 14 shots on goal for the Bombers. Bandits shots that are on goal, many of them just hitting players and blocked away. Bombers racking up blocks tonight. And some of them right at Fredo Chavez. But the ones that haven't been right at Fredo Chavez, especially from Isaias De La Torre, have found the back of the net. That's going to be potentially a shootout, if not a 2-minute penalty behind the play. And it's not. Referee Troy Manzi calls the foul, but says it's not going to be a 2-minute penalty. 2 minutes. 28 seconds left, and the Bandits with an opportunity here to sneak into this lead. Just one more goal if they can before the end of the half. A little bit confused on the restart, asking for steps, but Troy Manzi's already said it. They go the other way. Not a disciplined set piece from the Bandits. They've won it back. Shot, goal, Edu! Great goal. The Bandits on a counter press, and they're finding their way back into this game piece by piece. Can they get one more before half? Can they keep it at 4, if you will, but you don't want to concede another goal at this point. The Bandits, again, 2 minutes, 28 seconds, have pulled 2 goals out of the last 45 seconds of play and trying to find their way back. Crowd getting behind them just a bit. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first half. Fredo Chavez carries the ball up the sideline. Just holding it, letting the game go by. Bandits saying that's fine. Fans getting after Chavez. Chavez puts his hand to his ear. Now, we've had Dikembe Mutombo. We now have Hulk Hogan, folks. Quite the display of activity from the Amarillo Bombers here this evening. Engaging the fans in maybe a not so nice way. First time Amarillo's been to Dodge. I think they came in welcomed. They're going to leave unwelcome. Up 7-3, 2 minutes left in the first half. Shot here comes in. What a strike. What a goal from Kevin Alvarez. And he puts that up top where Grandma keeps the cookies. That thing's top shelf, folks. Nothing Pena's going to do about that one. What a finish from Alvarez as he shapes that thing off his right foot. Ball starts out and comes back in, and he tucks it top shelf. Again, great finish from Kevin Alvarez. Just when you think the Bandits might be able to claw their way back into this game, they concede a late one there. Great finish from Alvarez. Now 8-3, 1 minute, 45 seconds left in the half. Isaiah Stellatori on his left foot, probing, looking, patient. Reyes and Delatorre get caught up again. Reyes looking to create that contact. Delatorre saying, everywhere I go, Reyes is there trying to create it. Reyes runs off, chirps at the bench. Reyes has done a great job of getting in the head of Delatorre, but more importantly, getting in the head of the officials to make sure that every time he runs across Delatorre, he initiates contact. Angel De La Cruz comes flying up. Jorge Gonzalez. Now Delatorre. Shot. He looks top shelf and doesn't find it. Bandits pressing, counter press. That's Andrew Delatorre. Angel De La Cruz cheating forward. He's won it. Tony turns. Shot. Blocked away. Good block there from Jorge Gonzalez. Yeah, that's going to probably be a penalty kick as they came in hard behind the play on Isaiah Delatorre. I'm guessing Isaiah Delatorre is going to be at the penalty spot here with just 58 seconds left. 58 seconds. Oh, this is going to be Antonio Delatorre. 58 seconds left here. We won't see a hat trick on this one from Isaiah Delatorre, but 2-minute penalty against Jorge Gonzalez, who's had a good game up to that point. A little bit late on that tackle, and of course in the box. So we've got a penalty kick, which you don't see all the time in indoor soccer. Has to be an actual contact foul inside the box. We have that. Tony, shot, goal, easy as you'd like. Tony Delatorre and the boys pull back within 4 here at the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas, off a penalty kick earned by Isaiah Delatorre, taken and finished by Tony Delatorre. T-shirts for everybody into the stands. Some young crew there has 2 of them already. Eight to 4, 15 shots apiece. Bandits need to shoot a higher percentage. Bandits need to get out of this half down 4. This game was stretched to 6 at one point. Bring back to 4, 3 if you can, but 4 if you will. You don't want to concede anymore. That's Abel Olivas holding the ball up, 30 seconds. He's headed backwards with the ball. Bandits pressing. That's going to be a foul against Tony Delatorre. Not a 2-minute penalty, certainly, but certainly is a foul. Bandits fans enjoying this game, getting behind the team a little bit. And there's a hard foul from behind on Greg Hernandez. And Bandits just trying to get out of this half. Need to be careful not to start the next half short a player at this point. Rich Herrera asking for steps. He's got plenty already, but now needs to wait. And he says, no, referee, that's fine. There's football hashes, and 7 yards will be plenty. Not guaranteed 7, certainly. David Treviso No. Tony, Isaias De La Torre hits the ball out of bounds straight on a clearance. It actually hit the Bombers player. Troy Manzi initially thinks it's on the other side of the yellow line, says it's there but made a mistake. David Treviso trying to hold him to that, although everybody in the arena knows that ball came from the other side of the yellow line. Bombers are going to back off that and allow Troy Manzi to fix his call. That call, kudos to the third official, Brian Bauer, who got that right as Manzi's vision was blocked and just difficult for him to see that call. Good work from the MASL2 officiating crew here in Dodge. De La Torre just a little bit late, almost dives in, but they play through it. Nothing in it. Forcing the play backwards, 7 seconds left. De La Torre wins that ball. Going the other way. Here comes a late foul. Oh! And we've got a shot to the back of the head from number 12, Rich Herrera. He comes in with the forearm, and that may be more than a yellow card. Rich Herrera takes a shot at Isaias De La Torre behind the play, and he throws an elbow into the back of De La Torre's head. There's going to be another. This has got to be more than a yellow card. And maybe red, maybe two. But it's easily an elbow to the back of the head. From Jorge Gonzalez. It's unnecessary. However bad you think this game is going or however hard a foul was, we don't ever need arms or hands to the side of a player's face or head from behind. It's disrespectful to the game. It's blatantly nasty. It's embarrassing to the Amarillo Bombers organization and to the entire league, frankly. And they're lucky that this game is going to have a chance to cool down at halftime, because should this game be early in a quarter and you take a shot like that on a player in any sport from behind them with an elbow to the back of the head intentionally with that kind of intent, it should have been a straight red card. And we'll see if these referees decide to review this. Looks like we've got some people disputing from the Amarillo bench what's going on. Maybe they're saying he shouldn't play short because it's a yellow. But on this type of yellow card it is. This is not a descent yellow. This is a physical contact yellow. Coach Chad Webb should just take his birthday off here and be happy that they don't have a red-carded player. Right now, the Amarillo Bombers, for all intents and purposes, should be on a red card. They're going to have a 2-minute penalty, or a 5-minute penalty, and a 2-minute penalty. The Bombers are confused. They need to send a player to the bench to serve the 2-minute. The 5-minute yellow card penalty, there's a bench warning going to Chad Webb. His birthday's not going to go like he wants it. He needs to stop and read the rule book here. The player has to go to the penalty box to serve the 2-minute penalty. The Bombers will be a man short. They'll be on a penalty kill. If there's a goal or once it expires, Valenzuela, who's serving the penalty, will be allowed to come back into the game. Meanwhile, Rich Herrera, who's lucky to even be in this game, mind you, after an elbow to the back of the head to a player, a defenseless player against the boards. Rich Herrera will serve a guaranteed 5 minutes. A guaranteed 5-minute penalty, and that will expire on the first guaranteed stoppage of the second half. Third quarter action underway when we come back. It's 8-4 in Dodge City at the United Wireless Center, and we're just getting heated up at the WWF action here at the United Wireless Arena. We'll be back with you in the second half. Enjoy.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
Faster.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks. Trade up to a better life.
For 150 years, Dodge City has provided 150 years of adventure. 150 years of excitement. 150 years of culture. Make some history. Celebrate with us. 150 years of Dodge City. The West is just the beginning.
Let's make some noise for the Diamond Dancers! Amazing, amazing, girls. Hey, at halftime, any boys or girls that want to come?
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
Search the best deals.
Buyfromfamily.com.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks. Trade up to a better life.
We'll buy your car.
Buyfromfamily.com.
For 150 years, Dodge City has provided 150 years of adventure. 150 years of excitement. 150 years of culture. Make some history. Celebrate with us. 150 years of Dodge City. The West is just the beginning.
Please subscribe to St. Vlogs on my YouTube channel, please. I just hit 633 subscribers, and I want more! I want a kingdom!
So, Rigo Valverde, our PA announcer here, says, hey, boys and girls that want to come down on the field. Obviously not ideal atmosphere for football with a bunch of kids running around on the field, but a young man just grabbed the microphone and said he's at 600 subscribers and needs 1,000 to get something from his parents, so we got that going on in here. Anyway, want to talk a little bit about this game. 8-4, Amarillo in control. Amarillo should win. It keeps them on top of the Midwest standings. Meanwhile, Wichita, New Mexico, 8-8, 1 minute remaining as we watch this game here from the arena. Wichita probing, needs to find a goal. Can't go to overtime and drop points right now. Desperately needs a goal with 50 seconds left. Wichita down a player, playing the rest of the game out in New Mexico, short a player. Aaron Parrott in goal, but Wichita now having to get out and run with 40 seconds left. They really need to start to look for, now that penalty has expired, and that's a ball across from Max Shea, and they're full strength. There's 30 seconds left on a game in New Mexico, the Wichita Wings versus the New Mexico Runners. 30 seconds, tied, and Wichita needs all 3 points out of this game in order to keep the standings even with the Amarillo Bombers. As that game goes on, we will start the second half here in Dodge City at the United Wireless Arena with the Kansas Bandits trailing 4-8, but on a power play and also a 5-minute yellow card penalty to Jorge Gonzalez, who took an absolute nightmare of a shot behind the play on Isaiah Stellatori at the end of the half, that if this game wasn't already headed in the direction of a little bit of nonsense and antics, it is now. Miguel Reyes being involved in some of that. And now Isaiah Stellatori, who has 2 of the goals and drew a penalty kick for the Bandits, has taken a shot from Jorge Gonzalez to the back of the head with an elbow. Wichita now down to 6 seconds left in that game in New Mexico. Junior Cazada outrunning, ball into Jared Robbins, and that's going to be it. Looks like they're going to overtime in New Mexico. So update from Rio Rancho, the Wichita Wings and the New Mexico Runners going to extra time, tied up 8-8. We're going to finish this halftime off here with the break, and we'll be right back with you.
30 seconds, guys, 30 seconds.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks. Trade up to a better life.
Tapatía, Blue Hill Casino Resort, and Visit God. That guy knows he's sexy and he knows it right there. Jumbotron. That's all sexy. All cheap. All the time.
Well, we're back here, ready for the second half at the United Wireless Arena, and we're just waiting for the referee crew to come back out. They had that scrum with 0.6 seconds left, or 0.06 seconds left on the clock, not even a full second, just 0.6 of a second, and had an opportunity to talk about this situation with the card, probably looked at it, may not see anything in it other than the yellow card in the 2-minute, but easily could also see referees come back out and reevaluate on the elbow that we saw from Rich Herrera late in that half. We're ready to get underway. The Bandits, who trailed by 6 goals numerous times in this game, really just unlucky, missed some, they had some good blocks from Amarillo, but gave away some easy tap-ins, indoor goals, and now the Amarillo Bombers have to start this half down a man. So if the Bandits can come out and punish them in the first 2 minutes, this could be a different game completely. 8-4, 15 minutes to play here in the third quarter, and a power play for the Kansas Bandits.
First half ended heated.
Isaias De La Torre finds Diego Oliveras. Oliveras shoots that across goal, saved by Fredo Chavez. Darius Cadell and Miguel Sanchez combining almost for a shorthanded goal. It was a great effort from the Bombers on this penalty kill. And I couldn't tell you who number 19 is. He's not on my list of players. And there's a great find from Tony De La Torre to the back post to Adu for his second goal of the game. And the Bandits come right out. Put the Bombers to the test a little bit here, getting this back within 3 now. I apologize that I said Jorge Gonzalez's name repeatedly because it looked like number 15 on the elbow. It was Rich Herrera with the elbow to De La Torre that took the 2-minute penalty and the yellow card. 2-minute penalty expires on the goal. Now 3-goal deficit, 8-5. Tony Delatorre out and running, he's pressing. And they're gonna have a 3v2 going the other way. Ball in behind to Hernandez. Hernandez collects, ball across. Shot, goal! The Bandits, in just a minute and a half, come back and claw their way back into this game. Great ball in, the Bandits counter press. Greg Hernandez puts that across goal. And the Bandits, goal from Martinez. They're right back into this game right off the bat. 8-6, and I don't think you could have pictured a better start. Whatever happened in the locker room with Coach Isaias Delatorre, it counted on the scoreboard within a minute and a half of this period.
There we go.
We're 8-6. The Bombers came out a little bit soft. Of course, they had to kill a penalty. Tried to play hard in that penalty. Again, we're searching for a name for number 19 for the Bombers. He's not on our scorecard. We had 16 players checked in here, trying to figure out who 19 is. He was in on the penalty kill. Foul against the Bandits. Treviso. Valenzuela looking at this from a left-footed perspective. That Bandits wall would do well to step just a little bit right. From our perspective, is almost even with Alan Valenzuela. Likes the left foot. He shapes it, hits the bar, blocked off by Angel De La Cruz. And hopefully that doesn't go straight out of bounds, or it would have been an intentional clearance. It doesn't. Isaias Delatorre out and running. Alan Valenzuela. That ball hit off the boards by Alvarez. Shot blocked. And the Bandits absolutely on fire here to start this half. Good strike off the set piece from Valenzuela, blocked away by Angel De La Cruz. Another block there. Off the Treviso shot, that one blocked by Delatorre. Another block by Andrew Delatorre. And the Bombers not liking how hot the Bandits came out, and they're firing shots away. 2 shots from Olives, 2 blocks from Delatorre. Now 3 blocks from Delatorre. And that thing, not sure what Pena was doing on that one. It moved for sure. But as hard as this team's played to start this half, to have a goalkeeping blunder like that from a midfield shot is just not good enough. And it puts the Bombers back up 9-6. He was cheating right to cover, and that ball certainly moved and came back across his body. Pena's going to want that one back. The boys playing hard in front of him, taking block after block, and that one comes from well from distance. Oliveras cuts in front, finds Martinez. Now Greg Hernandez. Hernandez down the boards. Hernandez flicks that across goal. Fredo Chavez comes to deal with it. Played out of bounds by the Bandits. This game wide open right now at 9-6. Julio Molina takes that off the foot of Hernandez, gets a shot just wide. Oliveira is pushed from behind by Molina. Good ball to Greg Hernandez. Hernandez is going to get to that. Tries to cut back, but well defended from number 22. Also not on our game day roster. So I can't give you that information either. Another 2-minute penalty there. This one going to go to Greg Hernandez. Foul from behind against Hernandez. I'm sorry, Martinez. Bandits will be on a penalty kill moment here. It looks like they're actually short two players in the box, so apologize. It was a descent penalty after the play. Penalty against Craig Hernandez. Descent penalty. This is a difficult situation for the Bandits as they're going to have to play 5-on-3. A nearly impossible situation for the next 2 minutes unless a goal should happen. If the Bandits can kill this off, they certainly deserve to claw back into this game, but they come out and get 2 quick goals, give up a poor shot from range that goes in for the Bombers. Now back to 3 goals, and now they're having to kill a penalty short 2 players. Tony Della Torre out and running. He's won this ball. Now Andrew Della Torre tries to find Tony in behind, and that's going to be a 2-minute penalty against the Bombers. That's not what you were looking for if you were Amarillo. You had a 5-on-3 situation, and Julio Molina commits a poor foul from behind, maybe a bit embellished. Who knows? Of course, Molina's certainly going to think that. But well played, big game-changing type play from Della Torre. Tony Della Torre puts his team, as simple as that seems, they're still down a player, but he puts them where they're only down a player for the next 2 minutes and have a chance to kill this off. Bandits are having to track back in. Obviously, we're still serving Rich Herrera's yellow card that will last until the first stoppage after 10 minutes. And another simple goal against Pena where he's cheating right and the ball comes back left, and that's the 2nd in a row. That's just too easy for David Treviso.
The Bandits are up full power.
Actually, I don't think the Bandits should be at full strength right now. They're going to have that discussion, but penalties don't get killed. No, they had 2 players in the box, so only 1 gets killed. Referees are going to have to talk about this and get it right. Typically, when goals are scored and you're on, both teams have players in the box, then it doesn't eliminate a penalty. But in this case, the Bandits still have a player in the box, so they will go full strength, while the Bombers have to kill a penalty kill moment here, and the Bandits will be on a power play for the next about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Bandits came out here absolutely on fire, scored 2 goals in a minute and a half, got this game back within 2, and gave up 2 very savable goals against them, against Freddie Pena, who Freddie has done amazing for the Bombers over the last couple weeks of the season and is going to want both of those back. I expect he's going to clean this up for the rest of the game going forward. 9 minutes, 58 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 10-6 scoreline. Bandits on a power play. Andrew Della Torre finds Isaias Della Torre, swings to Angel Dela Cruz. Puts it in the corner to Adu. Adu now on the ball. Finds Isaias. Andrew. And Freddie Pena is going to come collect that. Just about a minute left in the power play for the Bandits. In fact, the referees did get it right. I'm still saying power play. It's not a power play. It didn't kill it. They've been playing 4-on-4. Pena way off his line, tested by the Bombers, gets back and saves that. Well played from the Bombers, and they look like they're in a penalty kill, which is why I said there's a power play, but it's truly 4v4. Now the penalty's expired, and the Bandits will be up for 30 seconds on a power play. Can they calm down? Can they calm down and get an opportunity to score here and see if they can't get this game back within 3? But back to 4, that's where we were at halftime. Bandits came out on fire and just gave up, again, two shots that were very savable but open looks after taking multiple blocks and scoring quick goals. A lot of penalties in this half already. We've expired the 2 penalties for the Bandits. Bombers still serving a penalty for a few seconds left here, and a 2-minute penalty, and then we'll need to get Rich Herrera back into the game, where he's been serving this since the end of the first half with his elbow to the back of the head to Isaias De La Torre. Next player in will be Julio Molina. The penalty's expired. They're going to be full strength, both teams. Herrera will have to wait again on the yellow card until the next guaranteed substitution before he can come into the game. He will be able to leave the box, and they're going to give him that opportunity. He cannot enter the game again on the other side until a guaranteed stoppage.
Let's make it loud in here, Bandits.
Bandits in possession, probing right to left. Oliveras clips that across to De La Torre. Tony finds a left foot, stepped in by Reyes. He dispossesses. Another Dikembe Mutombo finger wave from Reyes. He's definitely watched a little NBA over the years. Shot blocked by Reyes. Another wave. Reyes will be lucky to leave this season if he approaches every game like this, which he very well may, healthy. This is not something that's sustainable in the game of soccer, but especially indoor, to constantly talk like this and taunt and trash. I don't mind it. The fans probably love it. Players on the other team, the opposition, not necessarily the case. Do with that what you will. But eventually, players get sick of being taunted. Seven minutes, 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Speed of this game has slowed down from the absolute scorching inferno pace that it started the second half with. Speaking of the inferno, the Colorado Inferno. They visit the Kansas Bandits tomorrow. Kickoff 3 p.m. right here at the United Wireless Arena. Doubleheader weekend. Amazing crowd this evening, and probably an amazing crowd again tomorrow. So if you're in the area, if you can make it out here to UWA, we'll see you tomorrow for a 3 p.m. kickoff. We're taking that media time out, the under 8. Be right back with you.
For 150 years, Dodge City has provided 150 years of adventure. 150 years of excitement. 150 years of culture. Make some history. Celebrate with us. 150 years of Dodge City. The West is just the beginning.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
And we're back. Bombers restart, top of the arc. Bandits reeling, can't concede here. Been down 4 a few times, been down 6, been down 5. Going down 5 again, maybe just a little bit too much. Muffed shot by Rich Herrera. Decent little bit of skill there from Fredo Chavez, and well-played ball into the corner off the head of De La Torre. Andrew De La Torre back to Pena. Martinez's feet. He's going to face 3v3. Looks for a shot. He has it. Collected by Chavez. Oh, Carrillo's wide in. Got to finish there, and he doesn't. Misses the frame completely on that shot, but what a run from Jaime Carrillo. Not very clinical there on the technique to finish. Maybe just take another touch. Pena wasn't coming off his line. Opportunity for Carrillo maybe to show himself, and he just errantly takes a shot. Tackle at midfield, missed by De La Torre. Abel Olives probing. Shot, goal! Olives won't make the same mistake, but he carries that straight through. He's gonna pick that ball up and carry it back with him to half. Good finish from Abel Olives and carrying that ball straight up the field. There's Abel Olives though, maybe joking just a little bit, but as all the fans down there have been talking to him throughout the game, he clearly vents a little bit to them, takes them over and asks them if they want the ball, if they want to play too. After he scores a goal, the fans say no thanks. We don't want that ball from you, maybe from a Bandits player. Now 11-6, back to a 5-goal lead. And the Bombers have done well to more than manage the push that the Bandits made to get this game down to 2-goal lead with 13.5 left in the third quarter. And they've dealt with that first blitz. Shot off the board, shot again, De La Torre. I'm sorry, De La Cruz. Good effort from the Bandits and a little bit acrobatic there from Angel De La Cruz. You like to see it. Chavez. Foul from behind there. Against the Bandits. Treviso says, no thanks, I don't need you to help me up. Little bit intense for a 5-goal game. Reyes, hold-up play, defended by De La Cruz. Shot, great hold-up play from Reyes. Lays it back to Herrera, who misses. Diego Oliveira has... That was David Treviso with a little Olay, just absolutely misses. Not even close as Diego Oliveira passes him. Treviso now dangerous though, running in behind. Hold-up play from Reyes, finds Valenzuela. Valenzuela thinking about shooting, clips that across. Treviso misses a bunny, and what a ball from Valenzuela. What an absolute dime of a ball to the second post, and Treviso just doesn't have the energy to get there. Tony De La Torre, however, does have energy, and he uses it to put Miguel Reyes directly into the boards, and that's going to be a 2-minute penalty against De La Torre for boarding. Pushing into the boards, Tony De La Torre, and the Bandits going to have to go down a man again. They cannot continue to sustain this. They're already down 5 goals, 5 minutes left in the third period, in the third quarter, and now missing a player off the pitch like Tony De La Torre, just with the frustration foul. Curious to know how many 2-minute penalties and fouls against Miguel Reyes there are inside of the season so far, because he definitely has every bit of it coming. Some of them embellished, but some of them just drawn. Probably a lot about him, his character, the way he talks, the way he acts, the way he engages the fans, all the behind the play stuff. But in his favor, in his defense, it's effective. and he's drawing players in. They're committing fouls. They're frustrated. Doesn't seem to bother him the slightest bit. And, you know, he's effective on the stat sheet. He's constantly drawing fouls and penalties. Yeah, what are you going to say, right? It is effective. So at the end of the day, got to keep your composure. You have to know coming in against a player like Reyes that's gonna happen. He's a big-bodied player as well, so you want to bring physicality, and he's able to embellish and draw that contact. You go hard against him, he embellishes well, and now the Bandits down a man. Again, probably status quo for Miguel Reyes, but that goes along with a ton of points, over 30 points already in the MASL2 this season. The run out here as Oliveras gets in behind. Well played from Oliveras, turning players. Can he share it? He does. That's Isaias De La Torre. And Diego, Martinez actually. Confused for Diego Oliveras, but what a play. Unbelievable counterattack. Down a man for the Bandits. There's a big goal, shorthanded goal for the Bandits. Isaias De La Torre now on a hat trick this evening, and a great assist from Martinez. Another lucky fan with the Bandits t-shirt. Enjoy your merchandise, fans. Good crowd tonight. Dodge City came out to support the team, and I'd suspect they're having a good time and may want to come back. Three minutes, 41 seconds left in the match. De La Torre now, Isaias De La Torre now with a hat trick. Bandits still short a player, have a little bit of work to do to kill this penalty, but went +1 on the penalty. 7-11, 4-goal game. Bandits really, really need to kill this penalty off here.
Keep that fire up. Let's keep that fire up.
Valenzuela shot over the top. That's going to go wide. Ball's going to come back to Freddie Pena in his hands. Give him an opportunity to put this one deep and kill a little bit more of the penalty. Treviso. Valenzuela. Finessed across, straight out of bounds. Last two touches from Valenzuela, not the common quality that we've seen from him throughout the MASL2 season thus far. In fact, early in the game, talking about how he's a calming influence and very technical and tactical player and one of the more important players in this team. A couple mistakes from him, but he's won it back coming the other way. Shot from him, in fact, parried away by Pena. Out of bounds, that's going to be a restart. Errant play there. Unfortunately, from De La Torre, Andrew De La Torre, after Pena takes a save there, and now this is a difficult position, but power play's expired. Penalty killed. Tony De La Torre back. 3 minutes left. Can the Bandits kill this off? Other way, Treviso, shot off the bar. What a shot from Treviso. We've seen the Bombers tuck a few of those away. We've seen Treviso score from that exact position, and that one just off the upright and out of bounds. Bandits not only kill the penalty, but score a goal on the penalty kill. Now full strength, 3 minutes left in the quarter. Well played from Carrillo. Second post wide open for Treviso. That cut off by the Bandits. Carrillo back on it again. Probing. Well played from Jaime Carrillo. Dangerous ball back. This is going to start a counterattack the other way. That's going to be potentially an intentional clearance, and it is. Bandits are going to get a restart here at the top of the arc. Opportunity for the Bandits to cut into this lead with the clock stopped. 2 minutes, 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Diego Oliveira's on the ball. To his left, Tony Delatorre. To his right, Isaias Delatorre. Both big-time goal scorers here for the Kansas Bandits. I'm picking go Delatorre to Delatorre, right? Why not? Shot. Fredo Chavez with the great save as he pushes that away. Shot from Tony Delatorre.
Kick in for the Bombers. Two minutes left.
Chavez looking for that left foot. He has a go, and that's hit off the head of Angel De La Cruz. Blocked away by the Bandits.
How many flip-flops did you order tonight, guys?
PA announcer asking for flip-flops. Says the guys are wearing flip-flops and ordering flip-flops here at the arena. There's been some flip-flops, there's no doubt about that. There's also been some WWE contact behind the play. There's a foul right there. It's gonna go against the Bandits in a dangerous position.
Foul for the Bombers.
Alvarez on the ball. He may like Julio Molina standing all alone over here to his right. Number 17. Molina looking at a left-footed go if he can get this ball from Alvarez. Goes the other way. Blocked away by De La Cruz. Counterattack on if they can win it. Greg Hernandez pressuring. Well played by Molina. Molina finds Herrera. Herrera just gets dispossessed. Kind of fakes right, misplays and loses the ball. Ball hit the official there, Greg Hernandez, so he's going to get a restart.
Foul for the Bandits.
Amarillo wants a foul after the play, but the ball hit the referee, so it becomes a drop ball. It's a restart for the Bandits because the referee impeded the play there and became a dead ball. Afterwards, a little bit of contact and maybe would have been a foul against the Bandits. Amarillo would rather have the foul, but the referee says no. This came first. Dead ball goes to the Bandits. Bandits in possession. Delatorre, Isaias looking for De La Cruz. Plays Martinez. Swings to Tony. Tony to Isaias. Isaias looking for the left foot. Pushed off the left foot. Ball bounced back. Shot just wide. Reyes. Errant clearance. Back to the Bandits. Still in the offensive half in possession. Tony Delatorre. Flicked over the top to Isaias. Isaias now on the ball. The Bandits very composed right now in possession. Both teams, a lot of work they put in so far. Maybe the Bombers just a little bit tired here. Great layoff. Bandits asking for a handball, fans asking for a handball.
Seconds left.
A dangerous position for Angel De La Cruz, so they give that to the Bandits. Not a foul, but a stoppage in order to allow. This could be one last chance here.
End of the third quarter.
That's going to be it for the third quarter. 11-7, back to the 4-goal deficit that the Bandits faced at the end of the third quarter. There's a lot of work to do in the fourth. We'll be right back with you after this brief timeout.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
And we're back, ready for fourth quarter action here in the MASL 2 in Dodge City, Kansas at the United Wireless Arena. Beautiful arena, beautiful little resort campus here with the Boot Hill Casino, Hampton Inn and Suites, and of course the United Wireless Arena, which is the home to the Kansas Bandits. First year in the MASL was the Kansas Bandits, and they started very difficult in their first game of the season, losing significantly to the New Mexico Runners, who they later avenged and won at the Runners, getting better and better as the season goes, and now they have the top seed in the Midwest. At times back and forth with them. They've tied at the first game in Amarillo at halftime, down 1 in the fourth quarter last game in Amarillo, and now down 4. The biggest deficits they faced has actually been right here at home tonight against the Bombers, trailing by 6, trailing by 6, trailing by 5, back to 4, back down to 2, back to 3, back to 4. So now the game very much not out of reach for these Bandits, but the game has been getting physical. We've seen some boarding calls. We've seen an elbow to the back of the head. We've seen a lot of typical indoor action, but the game doesn't appear to be a 4-goal game by the way the players are playing it with that intensity. Fans are enjoying it. Shot from Treviso misses. Pena had it covered, but now Oliva steps up. Very intense game, and we'll see if the Bandits can turn this into a little bit closer game on the scoreboard here for us moving forward. Chris Valise, collected by Chavez. Good shot, or good block there from Reyes against Oliveira. And Reyes, the littlest guy on the pitch, contact against the biggest guy. And as you'd have it, referee's gonna have to talk to Reyes, stop and talk about the constant back and forth with Bandits players and fans. Good shot by Valenzuela and saved by Pena. De La Torre, time to shoot, and he smacks one, but it's well wide. Reyes pressuring De La Cruz, headed back to Pena. He'll have his hands, collects and rolls back to De La Cruz. Good change there for the Bandits as Andrew Delatorre came in. Martinez as well. Oliveira's on the ball. Lays that one off from Martinez. Down the wall, De La Cruz. De La Cruz bangs it off the wall, and there's a foul behind the play there where Andrew Delatorre gets clipped, and it's going to be a Bandits restart at the top of the arc. Foul against Treviso, I believe. Bandits are going to use one of their timeouts right now and see if they can make the most out of this moment. Really need to get this game down to within a couple goals by, that 6-minute mark. And this is a big moment for Coach Isaias Delatorre to take a 60-second timeout and try to gather his team. Coach Chad Webb will come in and organize the defensive unit to set up properly on this restart. We'll be right back with you. We're going to take just a 30-second break.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks. Trade up to a better life.
Free kick for the Bandits.
A shot there from Tony Delatorre. Maybe not designed the best, but effective. Nevertheless, they don't get anything out of it. A counterattack the other way. Carrillo defended by Isaias Delatorre. Andrew Delatorre comes back, kicks that away. Well shielded from Carrillo. Young player trying to do the most he can with that ball, but he was in a 1v2 and just dispossessed, but not from a lack of effort or ability. It's been a fun player to watch so far tonight. Carrillo getting out and running is maybe the best timed runs of all the Bombers players.
Ball for the Bandits. 11 minutes left, guys. 7-11. All or nothing. Let's make some noise. Here it comes. Oh, up and over.
That ball just takes a funny hop off the turf there, and right as Andrew Delatorre is getting ready to have a go, and it hops up. And as you know, sometimes the turf in these indoor venues, they're not laid exactly like you want inside the arenas. Of course, you go to an indoor facility. A lot of these leagues play in indoor facilities, not the MASL. They play out of arenas. And inside the MASL, you got hockey, you got football, you can see the football lines, you've got concerts, you've got all of these things, and this turf gets put down, and it's all typically got air under it. It's not always perfect. That one, a little bit of turf hop off that, and Delatorre sails it. Bump from behind by Reyes from Delatorre. Collected now again by Andrew Delatorre. He's looking for a shot. He finds that one. That one just over. Now Oliveira's thinking about a shot. He looks for the 1v1, but swings it side to side to Angel De La Cruz. Ball popped up, now under control, and that's going to find Martinez. Martinez collects that, gets it down. Now he's in behind. Well defended from Amarillo. Darius Cordell. Blocked away by Herrera on the shot from De La Cruz.
That's a great possession. Back in.
Unlucky from the Bandits. Another one where the ball just kind of popped up on the turf there, but it ends up finding the head of Adu. And he just can't finish that. It goes up over the top. Now a counterattack the other way. Ball laid across. Smacked off the boards by Jorge Gonzalez after a counterattack by Julio Molina was sparked. He clips a ball across, not to the feet of Gonzalez, but Gonzalez does what he can, hits it back off the boards. But nevertheless, the Bombers find possession and continue to keep this ball playing through the target man, Reyes. Reyes lays it off. Header, another touch. Reyes off the top. Bombers just absolutely berating the goal, but can't seem to put any on frame. Flicked over the top to Tony Della Torre. He's in behind, but Fredo Chavez comes out, collects that, puts it off the boards. Well played from Chavez. Now, ball in behind for the Bandits. Up-tempo action, Tony Della Torre. Dela Cruz, shot, parried away by Chavez. Della Torre taken down in somewhat of a headlock there.
Foul for the Bandits.
Can't tell who it is. Looks like Rich Herrera. No, I'm sorry, number 19. Again, a player I don't have him on my stat sheet. Oh, what a save. What a save from Fredo Chavez. But Adu cleans it up, and the Bandits get one back. Ako with the great header finish, hanging out there on the back post. Good save from Fredo Chavez. On the first shot. Nothing he can do on the second one. 3-goal game now. We said the Bandits really need to get this thing by that 6-minute mark. Can they get it down within 2 to have a chance? And they've pulled one back. 8 minutes left in the match. 3-goal game. Bandits really scoring there against the flow of play. But hanging around in this game, just enough.
And blocked by Freddie. Out to Chris Mills. Fast break. Omar to break. Shot. Off the wall.
Shot off the boards from Hernandez, collected from Della Torre. Game's a little bit up and down. It's wide open right now. And look, Treviso, probably the right decision to just put this down the line and let his team figure this out. In comes Sam Webb. Solid tackle from behind from Alvarez.
On that foul.
Well timed. Referees say there's nothing in it. The Amarillo Bombers, we spoke about it earlier, the rule book. They're confused about 6 men, too many men on the field. You have to be involved in the play. You could have 7 if you want. They just can't be involved. They can't impact it with the run or so forth. And one player walking off while another one comes in, neither involved in the play. Amarillo bench in uproar. And that's what you heard there behind the play, that they were asking for too many men on the field. But it's not an indoor facility, so the rules are different. 6 minutes, 27 seconds. Right around that mark, Bandits take a timeout, and we're right around that 6-minute mark where a goal for the Bandits could make this thing just a little bit interesting. This is the under 8 media timeout, the last guaranteed timeout of the game. We're going to take a break and be right back with you in 60 seconds.
For 150 years, Dodge City has provided 150 years of adventure. 150 years of excitement. 150 years of culture. Make some history. Celebrate with us. 150 years of Dodge City. The West is just the beginning.
And we're back here, 6 minutes, 18 seconds left in the game. 3-goal game right now. Bandits probing. That timeout took a little bit less time than we thought, so while we were at break, the Bandits took their restart and actually found a wide open player on the back post and missed it. Then Tony Delatorre leaves his feet, goes for an overhead scissor kick, misses the ball, and the Bandits end up with it back on the other end. Another timeout. This one is actually, I apologize, this one is the media timeout. The last one was a 30-second timeout, and that's the reason we were wrong, because the Bandits called a timeout, which preserved the media timeout for the next stoppage. We're just going to stay with you here. It's going to be just a few seconds because they're back-to-back timeouts. But the Bandits took a timeout, which was their last timeout of the game, their second, in order to try to organize the free kick. Well played from Coach Isaias Delatorre because they missed a wide-open look on the back post. Now we get the guaranteed media timeout. Of course, you could have done that the other way, which is take the media timeout in that exact moment because it was coming. Either way, it was a double timeout, and the Bandits will have restarts on both possessions. Let's see if the Bandits come back as a sixth attacker or if they try to play this out right now. It looks like Isaias Delatorre's leading the huddle, and they're going to break out with just their typical 5 players and a goalkeeper. Pena stays in goal. The Bandits will not go sixth attacker.
6 minutes left, guys.
6 minutes, 18 seconds left in the match. Bandits just missed a sitter on the back post, but as we discussed prior, very important for the Bandits right now to consider getting this game before that under 6. Now, it doesn't have to be 18 seconds, but somewhere in the 6 minute, 5 minutes, something like that. Get this thing down, try to score quickly, have 5 minutes to find 2, but instead, Valenzuela counterattack, finds Carrillo. Carrillo, second post, Pena, up and down. Back to Valenzuela, back to Abel Olivas, blocked away by Delatorre. Tackle by Delatorre. Carrillo on the ball. Flicked across. The Bandits come out of that unscathed. Bombers, high energy right now. Good strike there from David Treviso, just a foot wide. Jaime Carrillo gets it. He's getting pulled right there behind the play by Delatorre, but the referee says you got the ball, go ahead and play. Fans asking for flops. 5 minutes, 19 seconds left in this match. Next goal is pivotal. Can the Bandits find this goal and find their way back into having a chance? And if that's the Bombers, it just may be too much. Blocked away there by Tony Delatorre. Sorry, Angel De La Cruz.
Up and over. Ball for the Bandits.
The Bandits doing their part, just missed a couple sitters in this match as a recap so far. Gave up 3-4 second post goals that could have been avoidable. 2 shots from range when it was just a 2-goal game that misplayed by Freddie Pena where he just couldn't see. He's made a few fantastic saves in this game, missed a couple he'd love to have back. The Bandits still hanging around. Akko, good hold-up play from the big man.
Recovered by the Bandits.
Gonna have a 2v1 opportunity here. Ball's played across. Shot just off the bar and finished. Goal, Bandits. They may just find their way back into this game yet. Goal, number 13, Omar Estrada, after Akko is just absolutely probing, hits the bar, barely misses, and we're at that 2-goal mark, just under 5 minutes. Could be a dangerous moment. Can the Bandits come back and push this thing into extra time? You know the Wichita Wings fans and Wichita Wings players, their game wrapped up there in New Mexico. They're certainly watching this game with a little bit of hope. That ball's out of bounds. It's going to go to the Bandits. And of course, the Wichita Wings, speaking of those Wichita Wings, came away with an overtime thrilling win to collect 2 points off the boot of Kieran Laking. Back, the English assassin, the left foot of Kieran Lakin, who's punished many MASL teams already this year as he returns from injury. And he's back at it as the Wichita Wings collect 2 points on the road. There's Carrillo out top. Great save by Pena. And the Wichita Wings watching this, hoping that their in-state rival can do a little bit of work for them and maybe send this one to extra time for them.
Chris wins the battle.
Valdez flicks it across Martinez. Bandits need to go. They need to high press here. They need to apply pressure. De La Torre up with them too. That ball breaks the pressure, and that's Jaime Carrillo. He's been on a burner. He's due. No, nothing in that. Oh, he missed him completely. Carrillo goes down. Referee Troy Manzi goes to his pocket, but it looked like a foul, but it's not. Greg Hernandez probably going to go ahead and get a yellow card to go with this, and if I'm not mistaken, that might be 3 cards, which would put him out of tomorrow's game as well against the Colorado Inferno. Let's see if that's card accumulation for Hernandez. The Bandits, unfortunately, are going to have to finish this game, nearly this game, down a man, and I believe that's, I don't have the stats up here, I think that's Hernandez's 3rd card of the game, which means he's got card accumulation, and that's right. Troy Manzi issues a red card, and he's going to be gone. Card accumulation for Greg Hernandez, and they're gonna have to send somebody else over to serve that penalty. That's a big loss for the Bandits for tomorrow's game against the Colorado Inferno. That's gonna be, he just needed to shut his mouth there. He wasn't happy about it. You get caught in the spirit of competition, and whether it was a good call from the referee from your point of view or not, and the referee is giving a shootout, but not only did he provide a shootout, it didn't look like he got his foot. Now, difficult positioning for referee Troy Manzi there to see that from, but nevertheless, last man back foul goes to his pocket, awards a shootout to David Treviso.
You can make it. You can make it. You can make it.
He's going to be down 2 goals with 3 minutes left in a shootout. Treviso, looks like the Bombers want to share this ball and just go with the 2v1. They've got some pace in on the other side. And Treviso, he's turning around looking at him saying, hey, come on, come with me. They create a 2v1 against Pena. Also could be trickery. Let's see how Pena plays it, and let's see if the Bandits are fast enough to track back. They're telling Greg Hernandez right now we're in a hold because Hernandez's red card means Hernandez has to go to the locker room. Great save from Pena.
Block from Freddie Pena.
And then there's Treviso on the other end coming back. And it was inevitable there. Shootout, power play. Unfortunately for the Bandits. And again, Miguel Reyes now doing his best Ric Flair impression down there. Goes over to the stands after that goal to make sure to mock the home fans. Thank you, Miguel Reyes, for that. Reyes, quite the bipolar personality this evening, with Hulk Hogan, Dikembe Mutombo, and Ric Flair being his go-to gestures in communication with the fan base. Nevertheless, all superheroes of the sports world, so have at it, Miguel. Ball into Miguel Reyes. Oliveira's pressuring, flicked over the top by Reyes. Isaias De La Torre, dispossessed. Reyes goes to the ground. Tony De La Torre, oh, that was a foul on Isaias De La Torre. Tony De La Torre trying to clear it, and Reyes fouled there by Isaias De La Torre. Yeah, the fans stuck around. 2 minutes left, 3-goal game. They still feel like there's a lot of excitement left, and who knows, there just may be. Valenzuela down low to Treviso. What a flick. Fantastic flick from Treviso. That thing's in the back of the net off his heel, but picked up by Freddie Pena and parried away. Treviso, good header. What a special player. Tackle from behind against Aku. Foul against Aku, fouls Valenzuela. Nine to 12, 3-goal game. Seems closer than that, also seems a lot further than that. This lead was 6 at times for the Amarillo Bombers twice. And they can take as much time as they want to get better. The fans are in a little bit of an uproar, but the reality is this clock stopped and it's not going to start until they're ready. Valenzuela delay in the game. The referee says, yeah, you can just sub. You stayed down too long. So Valenzuela to the bench. Herrera on, still 5-on-5. Great matchup down low with Reyes and Isaias De La Torre. No love lost in that one, I'm sure. Timeout, Amarillo Bombers. We're going to take a break and be right back with you in 30 seconds.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
And welcome back. 1 minute, 34 seconds left in this match. Bandits trail the Bombers by 3, 12-9, Bombers favor. Bombers with the restart here. Both teams are full strength. Bandits would need a prayer and something special, some kind of miracle here to make this happen. But been an exciting game, good crowd here. Biggest crowd yet at the United Wireless Arena for indoor soccer in the Major Arena Soccer League. So promising and good things on the horizon certainly out here. Bandits trying to hang in after trailing 7-1 in this game, all the way back to only down 2 on 2 occasions. Again, this game being pivotal in the Midwest Conference right now, and in the league for that matter, is the Bombers with the victory stay on top and continue to control their own destiny game to game, while the Wichita Wings just dropped yet another point by going to overtime. Sure, they won off the boot of Kieran Lakin, if you will. That said, they dropped a point tonight. The Wings trying to find a wild card berth need some help somewhere in this conference, or now specifically outside this conference. But there's Martinez in behind. Valenzuela shielding brilliantly, lays it to Chavez. Chavez up the field, and that's collected from Diego Oliveras. Pina Oliveras. Minute 25 seconds left. Bandits are gonna have to find one early if they have any chance in this game. Cleared away again by the Bombers. Played in behind. Here goes all. Goal. Abel Olivas, assisted by Sam Webb, and it was a run out. They had to commit numbers forward. Just a matter of time before that counterattack presented itself. The defender of all people out on the run. Abel Olivas gets out running. The Bombers go ahead and seal this one. .55 seconds left. Really just a formality at this point. Into the corner. Belize dancing on the ball. Finds Martinez. .20 seconds left in this one. Tony Della Torre looking to see if he can add to the stat sheet. Finds his right foot, smashes one, blocked away, and wow. Jorge Gonzalez took that one off the side of the head. Grown man. He's still up and around. That's going to be it for the rest of the game, and we'll stick with you here just for a minute as the teams offer good game to each other and the fans kind of pack their bags. I want to thank all the fans for coming out tonight to the United Wireless Arena. It was a great crowd here to support the Kansas Bandits as they hosted the #1 team in the conference, the Amarillo Bombers, who didn't disappoint. Flair, drama, goals, 24 to be exact. If your math is bad anyway. 22, Mike, right? Well, good. Players are going to get congratulated by the fans. We're going to go briefly to wrap this up, and we're going to be back tomorrow. The Kansas Bandits against the Colorado Inferno at 3 p.m. And Amarillo players coming over to can be congratulated by a few of their fans. They had a couple follow from Amarillo. Not the biggest showing, but 15 or 20 of them. For all of you that are watching from Amarillo in the future, you need to get out here. This is becoming quite a little four-hour trip, quite a little rivalry. That's going to be it for us tonight. 13-9. Bombers win, stay on top of the Midwest table. in playoff position. Wichita Wings drop a point. It's going to be quite the push over the next 30 days. We'll know here in a few weeks. No more games between the Bombers and the Wings, but watching very closely on the Eastern Conference. What's going on in Iowa? What's going on in Rochester? Rochester Lancers right there. Iowa Raptors right there. The Demon Hawks right there. We'll keep looking at that. We'll be back with you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Good night, everybody. Signing out from the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City.